Okay, here is a pretty short video about two short game experts. And the first one is Dan Grieve, and the second one is James Ridyard. So we'll start with Dan Grieve. This is his YouTube website, and he has 3 releases that he talks about for chipping and pitching, and goes into a lot of detail on how those are done. Here's release 1, and at the end of that shot, the handle is pointing to the left hip, for example. Here is Dan Grieve and Colin Morikawa. So Dan does work with a number of professionals. Here is Dan Grieve and Ian Poulter. That was kind of a fun YouTube video. And here is Dan Grieve and Martin Borgmeier, the long drive champion. Of course, Martin Borgmeier is the big one on the left. And there is Martin hitting a pitching wedge a lot longer than I do. All of his clubs go further than mine. Here's On the Road with Iona, and she has known Dan for a long time and has taken lessons from him. And here's Dan working on the setup for a sand shot, and Iona hitting a pretty good one out of the sand. Dan has a book called 3 Releases, The Short Game System. And I bought the book. It's really good. I bought it in hardback. I think you can get it in paperback or Kindle. And in the book, he goes over a lot of detail about the chip and run release 1, soft landing release 2, and the lob shot release 3. Now we'll go on to James Ridyard, another short game expert. Here's his YouTube site. And there's Wedge Matrix Academy. And again, he has a lot of good free content on YouTube, and also some paid content you can sign up for. There's James Ridyard and Mark Crossfield. Here's James Ridyard and his better half. I'll tell you, it's a brave man who's willing to give his better half a golf lesson. Here's James Ridyard showing how the chest should face the target at the finish position of the shot. Get some rotation. Here's some examples of shots from James Ridyard. Nice, smooth shots. And he also works with pros. There's Laurie Cantor, who won on the European Tour, and his short game was better with James Ridyard. So don't forget about your short game. It's very important. We work a lot on the long game, but short game is equally important. Check out Dan Grieve and James Ridyard on YouTube, and good luck with your short game.